How's it going, everybody? It's Tim from Tim's Trades. Haven't posted a video in a while, but I've been following this IBB chart for a few weeks now, and it's gotten so compelling that I thought I'd get it out there. One, so you can act on it. Two, so you can tell me why I'm wrong, hopefully. Full disclosure, I do have put options going into this. I bought it before today, so today kind of crushed me, but hopefully you can time a better entry. I think it's now, and I'll tell you why. So starting with this weekly view of the IBB, or the Nasdaq Biotech ETF, it went on a tear, you can see, in prior years, but then consolidated this move, and it's been consolidating for the past 5 years, and that is this wedge formation we got going. The red lines, for those of you who haven't seen this before, is called Fibonacci retracement levels. Do some research on that. It's a whole nother topic, but pretty much you can outline a move and it will show you good support and resistance levels. So this is the big move that's been consolidating. That would be the one that you want to retrace, and then these levels are the ones that should then act as support and resistance going into the future. And you can see that it actually did. So this first move here, it broke through, touched this level before bouncing up to this level, came back to this level and this level, and you can see just a number of examples where the Fibonacci retracement levels actually came into play. A lot of people use these. Could be self-fulfilling prophecy, or it could go back to the fundamental, I don't know what you call it, fate of the Fibonacci levels that you see recurring in nature. They're there, take it or leave it. And in blue, you have what I see as the wedge formation of this multi-year consolidation pattern going on. And then at the bottom, I have RSI and MACD. So first, looking at the weekly chart, the very first thing I want to point out on the weekly chart is that it's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks in a row higher. That is statistically uncommon, and normally is seen by at least some sort of pullback. I'm not calling for the world to drop out of IBB. I think there's a really good healthy run going on here, fundamentally healthy run going on here. However, the technical run has gone far too far, far too fast, and I think there's going to be a pullback. So like I said, 8 weeks, and then as I've outlined in blue, we're coming up on this resistance level in the consolidation pattern. So that's 2 reasons. Third reason, this 118, 119 level is the 23.6 Fibonacci retracement level in this consolidation move. That's the third reason. Okay, moving on to the daily chart. I'm going to go to a 20-year, 1-day daily chart. Coming down to the indicators. Well, first look, daily chart, you can just see the slope of this move. It hasn't taken a substantial breath. It hasn't paused. It took this short little pause, but then it just ate it up in one day in this bullish engulfing and moved higher. This has been a great run, but just far too much, far too fast. I think it's something like, let's see here, it's about 23.5% move. 23.5% move without a solid breath of fresh air. So again, it's hitting this dual area of resistance, which was also acting as resistance on the daily over here. And coming down to the technicals, if you like RSI and you like MACD, RSI is sitting at 83.2. Okay, so when is the last time 83.2 has hit on the daily? When's the last time it's been this overbought? You have to go back 5 years. 5 years. I moved the upper range of my RSI indicator just to visually show where it's last hit, and we got a hit right here in 2011. 2011 it hit 83. Okay, so same area, and it was followed by a 4-day pullback, and then it came down even more after that twice, all within a month. It only happened one other time in 20 years here in 2004. Okay, 2004, it got up to 83.18 again, and it pulled back the next 3 days and then pulled back some more. So that's reason number 5 or 6, I think. Just statistically speaking, looking back through history, it hasn't gotten this oversold or overbought in 5 years, and in the past 20 years, this is the 3rd time it's happened. Each time there has been a pullback. And for those of you who like MACD, if you look back to the past 20 years, the MACD doesn't get up to 1. Doesn't get up to 2 until about here. And so statistically speaking, again, it's back up in its upper range, and you can see divergence has been increasing the past few days. So that's just another reason why I'm not saying I'm bullish on biotechs. I think if you look at some of the underlying holdings in IBB, some of these are looking really nice, and that's why I'd like to hear back about your opinions, because maybe I'm wrong, but there's just a lot of factors as to why you should either take profits here or enter a bearish position for a short-term pullback. Okay, so that you can take or leave. If you are thinking about taking profits or opening up a short position, where's the target? So there's a couple places that I would look. If you get in at around 18 or 118.50, I would look shortest to 115. But ultimately, I would look to come back down at 110. This went up really high, really fast, so I think it has a little bit more room to fall than just 115. So I would look to this next Fibonacci retracement level at 110. There you go. There's the trade. Take it or leave it. Let me know what your thoughts are. For those of you who are curious as to what is in the IBB, here it is. So whenever I'm making trades on ETFs, I always look at the underlying charts, because you got to understand what the top holdings are doing in order to understand what the overall ETF is going to do. In this case, like half of these have the same sort of chart. Half of them actually have kind of a chart that looks like it's breaking out. That's why I'd like a second opinion. If you look at Gilead, I kind of think this chart is in breakout mode. If I saw this, I would have been a buyer. I think it's been kind of doing one of these. Oops. One of these, and I think it broke out. So half of them look like they've been kind of beaten down and they're breaking out, and half of them look like they've just been so overbought that they need a breath. So there it is. Let me know what you think. Thanks.